For quite a while now, we've been looking at the need to let go in varying presented scenarios. However, there are certain times when God does not want you to move from someone. It is possible that this someone is a person you once loved as a boyfriend, girlfriend, or as family, or even just as a friend. Due to certain circumstances, things have gone sore between you two, the fault being the other person's, and you have come to the conclusion that letting go and going your separate way is what is best. Stories exist of families with the one person who is usually referred to as the black sheep. This usually comes as a result of his or her behavior. This black sheep of the family has strayed from the faith or from values that should bind the whole family. He or she has done terrible things without a single show of forethought or remorse about his or her actions. The family is worried as their name is being smeared in the mud. Family meetings have been called for where talks happen, but nothing has seemed to change. While prayers have been on and on for this person, there is the underlying awareness that soon the members of the family might be forced to wash their hands off, leaving this person to his fate. This may be the case even with someone in your family, and try as you might, the person has continued to weigh heavily on your mind. What do you do then? When God is impressing it on you not to move on from someone? First of all, I think it is important that you remember the part of scripture that says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than yours, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain and snow come down from heaven, and do not return there without watering the earth, making it bear and sprout, and providing seed to the sower and bread to the eater." Isaiah chapter 55, verses 8 to 10. Taking this to heart and really thinking about it, you find yourself coming to realize the truth that indeed God's ways and thoughts are not the same as yours. If they were, He would cease to be God. He is unfathomable, and beautifully so. He alone knows the end of a matter from its beginning. He knows the number of hair on each person's head, and He has good plans towards us. In the same vein, He alone knows what is the plan that are for this person you are thinking of moving on from. He knows the part of this person that no one else sees. No matter how close they are, He knows even the part of the person that he or she is yet to figure out or fully comprehend or put words to yet. He understands us like no one else can. He knows what decisions that person will be taking in the next second, minute, or time down the line, and in this knowledge and light, He is asking you not to move on from that someone, not to give up on him or her, not to let go. And we are called to obedience. Failure to do so could come to different results that has your heart aching for a long time to come, so listen to Him. Even when it hurts, trust Him to help you through the pain. His word says, "Come to me all who are weary and heavily burdened by religious rituals that provide no peace, and I will give you rest, refreshing your soul with salvation. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, following me as my disciple, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest, renewal, blessed quietness for your soul. For my yoke is easy to bear, and my burden is light." Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 to 30. Even when you cannot see the chance of you forgiving what that person has done and actually staying with him or her, remember God's invitation to come to Him in your weariness. This is true. Worry about someone, but being unable to forget them can get frustrating, and at a certain point, it gets downright depressing. You need to remember God's invitation at this point and receive the rest you so desire, the one that He offers freely to you. In the scripture, He also mentions that you learn from Him, and in this learning you find renewal, blessed and quiet. You will realize that these are attributes you need in following His word and not moving on from that person. God's asking you not to move on from someone could come in different signs. It could be by the season of your peace of mind wherever that person is concerned. You just find that a restlessness abounds. It could be in the recurring and continuous thought of that particular person. You've tried to let go and put an end to it, but all of your efforts does not seem to be working. It could be that God brings up the thought of that person as you go through scriptures during your morning or evening devotions or during sermons at church. For some people, they get physical confirmations through dreams revealed to other Christians who come to speak to them concerning the person they want to move on from. This was the story of two friends, now a couple, who had even gotten to the point of a breakup. During this time of separation, 3 different people had dreams about them and went on to tell the man. One of these 3 persons who had the dream did not even know the lady concerned, but she had seen her in her dream. In addition, all of the ladies the man went on to ask out during their almost a year breakup gave him the same replies. They all said that they felt it strongly in their spirit that they are not the ones for him. Even as one of those 3 people with the dream came to meet him, he stayed adamant to the thought of going back to her as he was hurt over the way she had treated him. Not until he returned to her did he find peace, and they had been married going on 4 years now and are very happy and convinced that they both would have been miserable had they ignored all the glaring signs to get back together. Have you been at such a point? Is that a place you are now? Have you been wondering why you cannot seem to shake off thoughts of that person no matter how hard you seem to try? And you have tried. God tells us in His Word that, most important of all, continue to show deep love for each other, for love covers a multitude of sins. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 8. It could be a family member, a friend, or a lover. You let go and let God and love lead.